back to my channel. My name is Taisha Vache. Today we're going to be doing a full face using some of the products I got from the Sephora VIB sale. So let's just jump right into it. Wash my face with my like typical face wash. I'm about to tone my skin really quick just because I always like to do this before I put my moisturizer on. I didn't get this obviously from the Sephora sale, but I use the Thayer's brand. The cucumber one is my favorite. I've tried the other ones and I'm not too hot on them, but I love that one. So if you need a good hydrating toner, that's a really good one to use. So I'm just gonna take this on a cotton ball. Ooh. I'm just gonna take this on a cotton ball and like go all over my face. And this just kind of like helps you to, well, it helps your moisturizer to kind of absorb into your skin a lot better. So if you don't use a toner, you probably should. It probably will help if your skin is super dry, or you feel like your moisturizer is just like sitting on top of your skin. Esthetician tip of the day. So yeah, let me get that on. Okay. And then I usually just try to like kind of fan my face a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. My moisturizer also is not from Sephora. If y'all want some recommendations for some of my favorite ones from Sephora, though, let me know. And I can put them down below, or I can do a separate video about that. But I want the video to be what I'm actually using. And this is the Emeralise Latte Cream Concentrate. I get this off of Amazon. I'm sure they sell it other places too. But yeah, so the first two things, not from the sale, but everything else. And with the first item I'm going to be using from the sale, which is the Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing and Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C Eye Serum. I am obsessed with this stuff, guys. I actually got this for the first time when I went to Sephora sometime. I think last year they gave me a free sample of it, and I like abused that. Always apply your eye cream with your ring finger because it has less pressure and the skin underneath your eye is very delicate. We're gonna go in with the primer. So I bought two primers from the Sephora sale. I bought the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer, and then I also got the Fenty one. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Instant Retouch Primer. I'm gonna use this one. I honestly haven't used the other one that much, but only because I've been using this one and I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, I have a problem a little bit, but I love Rihanna and I stan her. I feel like she literally does no wrong when it comes to like the products that she you know, just kind of like creates. I feel like she really takes her time when creating her products. So I usually really like a good majority. And this is the Skin Corrector Stick in a Very Deep Peach. I'm obsessed with this stuff, and you can literally like just apply it wherever you need it and just dab it in with your finger because it's creamy and it's amazing. So I'm gonna go under my eyes like I always do, and then I'm gonna go around my mouth too. I'm going to start with my concealer. I'm going to go with concealer from NARS, and this is in the shade Amande, or Deep 3 Amande. I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand with this brush. This is actually a paintbrush. I was watching a technique from this makeup artist, and her technique of how she was applying foundation to her client, and she was using a brush that looked like this from MAC, but I was at Michael's, and I was like, ooh, this looks like the brush she was using. So I just went and got one, and it was like $3.99, so, or $4.99, something like that. So I was just like, if I like it, I'll get the MAC one. And I like it, so whenever I go back to the mall, I guess I'll go get one from MAC. I'm just gonna go underneath my eye. I'm not gonna go all the way up to the waterline, just because I want to kind of like, I don't want it to cause too much creasing, so I'm just gonna stay right here. Then I'm gonna come down. like that, and I'm gonna do it again on the other side. And I have filmed this video. I meant to talk about this too. I have filmed this video like a while ago, but I honestly really hated the footage, y'all. Like I did not like how it came out. I felt like the quality was not the best, and I'm really trying to just put out what I feel like looks like good quality work. And if it doesn't, like, I'd be struggling to do that. So yeah, so now I'm gonna take the flat side of the brush like this, and I'm just gonna go up here across my brows, just go like kind of across the top of them like this. And I'm gonna do that on the other side too. And then in the center, I'm just gonna kind of like put a little bit of product here. If you want to put some down your nose, you can also flip it to the side like this and then put it down like that. I know it looks really janky, but y'all get the point. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin. All right, and we good. Okay. This one was not purchased from the sale, but I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And I'm gonna go in with my Sigma tapered highlighter brush, and I think this is F35. It's like one of my favorite brushes to use. I'm gonna spray my face, and then I'm gonna go in and start blending all this out. I feel like one of my lashes is like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna start on the side I started with first, underneath my eye, just because I feel like this concealer seems like it dries down a little bit quicker. So I'm just gonna blend this side out first. Oh shoot, I got too much stuff going on over here. Then take what's remaining and go underneath your eye, like blend. You want to blend on the outer edges of the concealer first. If your eyes have if you have a hard time with like your under eyes creasing, that will definitely help you. The more product you put directly under your eye, the more it's going to crease. So you want to kind of apply like the product that's left over underneath there, and like not all of, like not go in first and start blending like, heavily underneath there first. But I love how that blends out, like just so smooth, so effortless. Like, I'm obsessed with this concealer. I had it like when they first kind of came out with it. I tried it, but I bought it like a couple of times, and then I just never bought it again. Because you try out different products, you try different things, see how different things work. I feel like that was like around the time when like what is it called, Tarte, like the Shape Tape was coming out, and just just a bunch of different concealers, like Fenty, like everything. So I think I was just trying other products out, and just kind of, you kind of like forget about those old good gems. So yep. And then I'm gonna go on my chin because it seems like that's gonna dry out a little bit quicker. And then I'm gonna go above my forehead next. I really like doing my concealer like this too, like above the eyebrows, because I feel like it makes your eyebrows look like really, really good. Like once you fill them in and like get done with your like full process, it just looks really, really nice. So we are here for that. Take this on the side and go down my nose like that. I don't really do too much. I really don't like doing a lot to my nose. I like my nose, so I just do just a little bit, just to kind of like make everything look seamless, but like not too much. So now I'm gonna go in with contour. I've honestly been using the same contour what seems like forever. So this also I did not purchase at the sale, but I'll tell you guys what it is. I need to grab it. Tried and true ebony brown from Black Opal. You can get these at like Walmart. I think Ulta sells them too. But yeah, and I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush. I think this is just like I think it's a contour brush, I think is what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. But I just take a little bit of that like off of the brush, and then I'm gonna go around the outside, you know, just kind of like where I want to have the contour. So just in the perimeter. So I usually kind of go around my hairline, and then I'll kind of go like right here above my brow on both sides, like kind of like where the top of the arch is. I kind of like to go kind of like right there. And then of course you're going to come down the sides of your face a little bit, kind of up into your hairline. And then I like to come into my cheeks. Come in and put some over here on this side too. We gotta snatch ourselves out. Snatch it out. All right, I'm gonna go in with that same brush again, like that same type of brush, but I'm just gonna use a clean one now. Out a little bit more without remaining product on it, on the brush. So I'm just gonna go kind of around it so it blends in with my highlight, like seamlessly, without putting too much of that contour onto the highlighted areas that I did. I'm just gonna kind of go in right here and just kind of marry all that together so you don't see no lines, because you don't want harsh lines. You got to blend, 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 and then blend some more like your life depends on it, okay? You don't want to be out here looking a mess. Like, get it together. Okay, so now that we've done all of that, you can now go in with your foundation of Makeup by Mario foundation. You can get this from Sephora also, and it's with it. So I'm just gonna go in with one pump on the back of my hand in all the areas where I didn't apply like highlight and contour. So basically that's just gonna be basically around the top of my mouth and kind of like your jawline basically is where I'm gonna apply. It's a Japanese brush. I got it from TJ Maxx, and I'm obsessed. Or no, maybe I got it from Ulta. I'm obsessed with it though, nonetheless. So I'm just gonna go into those areas and just kind of lightly fill in those areas. We're gonna go in with blush, guys, and I'm so excited. So this is probably like one of my favorite items that I purchased from the sale, just because I'm not a big blush girl, but like this makes me hype about blush, so I'm like obsessed with it. And this is the Rare Beauty blush in Joy. Y'all, it's so pretty, and this like peachy color looks so good on, I feel like dark skin. So I am obsessed, like I said, with it. So let's get a brush and let's get right into it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna use this Japanese brush again. This one doesn't have it doesn't have a name on it, but it's like a super fluffy brush. Like, it's not dense at all. So I'm just gonna use that to kind of like blend out this beautiful blush. And I be fooling with blush. Like, it's just never been my thing. And my grandmother my grandmother and her sister, like, they used to wear blush like so much. And I think I probably got a phobia of it like as a kid, because I feel like it would always be on my cheeks when my grandma would like hug me or like give me a kiss or something, like. But I don't know, I just was never a blush girl. But blush just kind of like, it just adds a little oomph like to your makeup, like, and it just looks so like feminine and like pretty. So I'm here for it. What I'm gonna be using is the Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. So I'm gonna use that one first, just because I like that it gives like it looks more like flesh tone and color. Like, it's a little bit darker, so it's not so like bright and like jumping out at you. And I like that because I feel like it gives me like the basis of what I need. And then once I get done doing that, I can go in with like my brighter powders, which is going to be the second powder that I use. I'm going to go in and spray my Morphe continuous misting spray again, just because I like spraying my face before I put on my powders. I feel like it makes my, it feels like it, I don't know, it just seems like it like locks it in better. So I'm going to take that same brush we blended out our concealer with. I'm going to put that into here. I always put it into the cap. And then I just kind of like lightly dust it. Okay, I'm just gonna go underneath my eye, look up, and you're just gonna press it and roll it like that. You see how pretty that looks? Like, I feel like it looks so good. Laura Mercier really can do no wrong though. Like, she's like, to me, like, her setting powders are like superior. And I like this one too because it's like, it's on a day if you want to kind of do a no makeup look and you just need to set your concealer but you don't want to look like too crazy, like this is going to give you that look, you know. And then I'm going to set every other area I put that that concealer. It's giving. I feel like I just feel like I look good. I'm here for it. I love it. Okay. So next we're gonna go in with the One Size translucent powder. And I honestly got this because the girls on TikTok have been like in a frenzy about this. Like they've just been like, it's literally the best thing walking, like it's cracked, da 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 da. So I was like, okay, well let me just get one. I'm like, I'm gonna get the small one to try it out. And I got the translucent shade because I got the Laura Mercier one in the darker one, and I knew like it would be better for me to just do the lighter one and put this on top of the Laura Mercier. So if I really like it, I'm going to go back and get the deeper complexion one too. So I have that on the back of my brush, and I'm going to go in and do the exact same thing, press and roll. Oh, baby. Do y'all see that? Can y'all see the difference? I feel like I can. It looks super like airbrushed. Oh, wow. Okay. Too much like on the brush. Like you don't really need a whole lot of this powder, or at least if you're using two powders, you don't need a whole lot. Like it's very fine. So it's like a little bit seems like it goes a long way. So I put that on my chin too, down the nose, and then of course up here on my forehead and through my brows a little bit too. Okay, I know I'm looking a little bit crazy, but just we gonna pull it all together, okay? So I'm doing that. And now I'm just taking the brush I use my foundation with for my foundation, and I'm just kind of like going through and just kind of like blending out the excess, like the edges, so it just doesn't have that harsh type of a like look. I bought this one from the Sephora sale, which is the NARS new Laguna 7, and I really like it, but what I noticed is that like it's a little bit too red. So I do like using this because I do like my contours kind of red, or my bronzing. I kind of like more of the bronzing, like with the redness to it, but I like layering it. So I'm gonna go in first with Fenty Beauty in Thick Mint, and I'm gonna lay that down first, and then I'm gonna go on top of it with a little bit of the NARS. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right here on the perimeter where we applied all that contour. Make my forehead not a 5 head. And it's good if you kind of put it in an area where you kind of like brush it up, because it's gonna lift your cheeks up and not like drag everything down, because we want to look lifted. We don't want to look saggy and like, you know, you want to look good. So lift it up like so. Okay. All right, I'm also gonna take some on the side of my on the sides of my nose. I'm just gonna kind of go right here with a little bit of this Thick Mint powder, and I don't want a whole lot, so I'm gonna rub the excess off on the back of my hand. I just want enough to kind of like make a difference, but I don't want it to be like, ugh, you know what I mean? I don't want it to look crazy. I just want enough to like make a semi-statement. want you to just kind of see it, but like, I don't want it to look so obvious. Brows, and I say this every video, but I'm going to say it again. My eyebrows are microbladed. I can put my lady's information down if you're in the Nashville area or want to travel to Nashville, because she's literally the best and I'm obsessed with her and her work. So I feel like if you want microblading, you should check her out. She's great because I feel like she doesn't just focus on like, she's not just about the money. It's like she really cares about what she does, and she's like literally like super passionate about it. And I just like supporting businesses like that, where it's not just all about the money, like, and she's like super sweet and has like a super sweet like spirit. So shout out to you, Brianna. And do a little couple of like little hair strokes up here in the front. You want to conceal underneath your brow as well, at least in the brow bone. If you don't do the whole part, that's fine, but at least the brow bone you want like kind of like lit up a little bit, because it's just gonna look like so much better. So we're gonna go underneath the bottom with the same NARS concealer and just carve that out. My stomach is growling like so bad. And now that I think about it, I haven't eaten today, I don't think. I'm just gonna bring it down just a little bit, just because it makes it easier to blend when you do that. So yeah, I'm taking this Morphe E62 brush and I'm just gonna blend that out. It's gonna kind of come backwards, forwards, and backwards like that. But you see how much of a difference that makes already? Like, it just looks, it makes your eyebrows look better, and it just looks a little bit more like lifted, you know, which is nice. We like looking lifted, not saggy. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with the saggy look if that's what you like, but if you don't want to look saggy, that's cool too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just like taking this on the inner part of my eye. Like, this isn't necessary, but I'm just extra and I like it the way it makes my eye look. So I just kind of like to go in there. It just kind of like makes your eye look more open. Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in Pillow Talk 3. Help me, Tom Cruise. I was watching Talladega Nights the other day, and like, I've been quoting everything from there. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. No, she won't fuck with my crew. Ah, this is so cute. Obsessed. Oh, it smells like cupcakes. I love that for me. Okay. I'm such a lip gloss girl. Like, I love lip gloss, y'all. It's like my steez. I'm with it. I'm gonna use the same brush I used for my foundation, just because I feel like I can. So we're looking the good. Okay. All right. So last and final step is the One Size Until Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray. Y'all, this fire. If you don't get nothing else I tell you to get here today, or I've shown here today, this is fire. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. And it's gonna be just one of those good staples for summer, I feel like, because like, it's waterproof. So why not? And it smells so good. But do not use this with your mouth open, because the first time I did it, my mouth was slightly open and I choked. So close your mouth and spray, and it smells delicious. So, hold on. And just like that, voila, magic. No, I'm just kidding. I'm crazy. But yeah, so this is my makeup. What do we think? Do we love it? Is it cute? Would you try this reverse contour makeup like application? I feel like you use a lot less product, because it's like normally if you put your foundation all the way on and then you layer with everything, it's like you end up using more. So it's like with this, to me, it's just better because it's like, you know, using less products a little bit, and it feels, my face doesn't feel like cakey. So I love doing the reverse contour look. It's been like my go-to, like I've been living for it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this look, what you picked up from the sale, what you've been trying out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.